Well, good morning, channel. Welcome back to another moto vlog. Today, Saturday, November 11th, I believe. I may be wrong. November 11th. Just before 8 a.m. and it is a crisp 51 degrees out here. Fall is upon us here in North Texas. The high today is only supposed to be 61. But I am prepared this morning. Have my Olympia jacket on with the thermal liner in. It's not heated, but it does a good job. Keeps the wind off of you. Keeps you warm. I started the bike and let it run for a few minutes. Turned on the heated grips to a 4 out of 5 on the settings. The heated seat also 4 out of 5 on the settings. And these grips are toasty. What did I ever do before heated grips? Anyway, out for a short ride this morning, bringing you guys along. I'm also going to do some photography as fall is going to come and go pretty quick here. So I want to make sure and capture the beautiful fall colors. Get off your phone, people. You're going to get me hit from behind if you don't get up and go. Yeah, I'm going to come up here and look at you. Yeah, shook my head. Lady, get off your phone, pay attention. You don't go, lights green. People run into the back of us. Well, there's my morning rant for the day, guys. Anyway, staying toasty on the bike. Everything's heated. I've got my lower wind deflectors down here facing inward and open inward, and what that's going to do is it's going to take the warm air coming off the radiator for the bike and shoot it upwards towards me, which keeps my legs warmer. Thank you to Cruiseman for helping me install those lower wind deflectors. We also put some upper ones on. They didn't quite work, but I am enjoying these lower ones. They seem to work well and they look pretty cool. I'd like to take a moment and shout out to some new YouTubers. Now, I'm not necessarily new. I'm fairly new. I'm pretty small still. These guys are just starting out, also very small, but I like to support the YouTube community and the motorcycle community. So I ran across these guys. One of them you've heard me talk about before. The other one's really brand new. Two Up with the Tuies. I've talked about them before. Mike has a beautiful white bike, white trailer. Guy drives a Ford truck. I think maybe we're brothers from another mother. Anyway, and I think they're out of Tennessee. Mike, forgive me if I'm wrong there. I think you're out of Tennessee. Anyway, a shout out to him. You guys go check out his channel, support him as he's trying to grow his channel. And then also Thomas Miller, who has 3 videos on his channel, fairly small channel. I think 34 subscribers, and just bought a brand new, let's see, 2 of the 3 of his videos were from 10 years ago. And then I think recently he just bought a 2018 Honda Goldwing and has reason to start videoing again, so I want to support him. Hello Thomas, welcome to the family. At Thomas Miller 8487 if you want to go check him out. Anyway, he just purchased and installed on this first video he's made the tip over protection from Traxxion Dynamics. Have you guys seen that tip over protection? I think it works for what it's going to work for what it's designed to do, and that is prevent you from scuffing your saddlebags or your mirrors if you're at a standing still tip over. Now if you're moving, no, this is not a collision or a spill protection. This is you got it in the garage, you've parked it in a parking lot, you're out somewhere, you get off the bike, the wind, Cruiseman's even had the wind knock his bike over before, you know, it falls over and scratches the paint on either your mirrors or your saddlebags, and that's an expensive replacement. And I gotta say, Max's tip over protection is not cheap either. However, it is cheaper than maybe a new saddlebag and a new mirror. I don't have it yet. I'm still trying to talk myself into it. And if you know about this tip over protection, you know about Traxxion Dynamics and Max, and you've seen his videos, I don't know that he did himself any favors the other day. He really went into a tirade about somebody questioning his pricing, which I understand his pricing. I'm an accountant, I understand it. It's high, but I understand it. But that video, I'm not sure he handled it well, although he got tons of favorable comments on it. There are a lot of people that respond well to cuss words and being pissed off. It just had a flavor of desperation to me when I saw it. I would have handled it different, but I'm not Max, and I love Max and love Traxxion Dynamics. The first thing I bought for this bike was the belly pan to protect my bike. Thank you, Max and Traxxion, for that amazing insurance, if you will. And I've bought a good number of small little things. The oil dipstick extender makes it easier to get to the oil dipstick. This cute little glow-in-the-dark horn button, so if you're riding at night, it'll glow in the dark. You can find the horn. A rough sandpaper-like pad that goes on your center stand foot peg, so that you have better grip on that foot peg when you're putting it on the center stand. He sells that. All kinds of just cool things. You owe it to yourself to go check out Traxxion Dynamics if you haven't already. They've got some great stuff for bikes, and excellent engineering. No doubt that anything Max sells is worth the money you're going to invest in it. Like I said, I just would have handled that a little bit differently. So have any of you guys purchased Max's tip over protection yet? Have you installed it? Leave a comment down below if you have. I'd like to know what issues you ran into while installing, or was it fairly simple? Looks fairly simple. Anyway, how's it? I'd ask you how's it working for you, but you know, you don't know until your bike tips over, and I'm not wishing that on anybody. So yeah, out this morning, just getting some bike time in, because man, it's getting colder. There's going to come a time where the cover is going to go on the bike and I'm not going to be able to ride it for a while. A lot of folks around the country have already shuttered their bike for the winter. Down here in North Texas, we have a pretty long riding season if you can tolerate the heat. I also need your opinion, guys, on communication. I am running Sena SRL mesh communication system in this Shoei Neotech 2 helmet, and I've got my iPhone 15 connected to a wireless quad lock wireless charging pad, so it charges it, no wires down here. And I've got wireless Apple CarPlay hooked up through the CarLink kit dongle that I've talked about before in some videos. Go check that out if you're curious. And basically connects the phone to the bike as if it's plugged in to the bike with the USB, but it's not. No cables. The problem here is that any communication I want between phone and helmet routes itself, because of this connection, routes itself through the bike. That makes it so staticky and just almost impossible to get a phone call done. Nobody can understand you, and I can't hear or barely understand somebody else. You know, it's signals coming into the phone, then it's Bluetoothing to the dongle, going through the bike, and Bluetoothing to my helmet. That's just 3 connections, and I think that's part of the problem. Because I'll tell you this, when I remove that dongle, and I only have the dongle so Apple CarPlay will come up and run. So if I'm willing to give up Apple CarPlay and I unplug the dongle, and then the bike is connected to my helmet through Bluetooth, the phone is connected to my helmet through Bluetooth directly, there is no 3-way connection. Man, I'll tell you, the conversations are crisp and clear, the voice commands are awesome, and you can start up your phone. You know what her name is, I won't say it because it'll kick it up, but you can do that through just voice commands. It's listening through your helmet through this mesh communication system, so you can start up voice commands like that. So everything pretty well works without it being connected. Works really well, as a matter of fact. The only thing I don't get when it's not connected is Apple CarPlay can't come up, and Honda, good gracious, this day and time, just send out an update to software and put Apple CarPlay wireless in there so we don't have to have a dongle, and then work it in such a way that our communication is, you know, for anything phone related, like searches or phone calls or text messaging through voice, any of that happens directly between the phone and the helmet. Like I said, when all 3 are connected and it's a 3-way Bluetooth, it just, oh hello white cream, it just sounds terrible. I cannot do it. Oh hello beautiful colors, wow, that's what I'm in search of today. Anyway, what do you guys do? What's working for you? I guess I'm just gonna have to unplug that dongle, and I hate it because I paid decent money for it, in order to get you know, a phone call. You know, my wife calls me, I want to be able to pick it up and say hello and talk to her, and I'll have to do that through, I'll have to answer phone calls through the helmet, you know, touching the buttons on the helmet rather than touching the buttons on the bike here. But for clarity, you know, I'm there. I mean, I guess that's what I'm gonna do. I've got it plugged in right now, Bluetooth. I mean, Apple CarPlay is up and running, only because I don't expect, you know, any phone calls this morning. It's pretty early. Anyway, just curious. I know a lot of you have the same frustrations. Leave a comment down below about what might work for you, and are you having the same kind of staticky problems with communication that I am when it's all hooked up? Cruiseman is in Milan, Italy today at EICMA 2023. He's got some videos out, go check that out. Cool stuff up there. Looking forward to seeing some cool bikes up there. He's up there with Showchrome. They got a really big show going up there, so go check it out. See, I think I'm going to break the videos into 2 videos today, guys. Just number 1, to keep them a little shorter, and number 2, I have such a diverse channel, 2 sides, if you will. I am a Gemini, by the way. I have the photography channel and the motorcycle channel, each with its own following, and normally I'll combine them. Today I think I'm going to separate them. So look, you know, this is the motorcycle video. Look for the photography video, same day, if you're curious about the fall colors and the photography. I'm going to go into a lot more depth on my settings and what gear I'm using, and if you're into photography, you'll understand all that, and that you might enjoy seeing that one. So go check that out. It'll be a second video rather than making this one super long and potentially running off both crowds. So, but I am so happy that you guys joined me this morning for this morning ride. You know, it's chilly out, but I'm not cold. These heated grips, man, I had to turn them down to 3. I'm telling you, they got hot. So my hands are warm, my butt's warm, heated seats working fine. Legs are warm because of the air coming off the engine. Yeah, it's a very comfortable ride this morning. Love this machine. Alright, I'm going to be at my destination soon, so we're going to pause the motorcycle content, and I'll be right back with more motorcycle content in just a second, as I finish up the photography segment of this and get that footage for that video. And then on my way back to the house, I'll continue this conversation with my motorcycle family. So I'll be right back, guys. Thank you for joining me today. Alright guys, back with you after that fall nature shoot. Found some interesting stuff to shoot, and if you're curious, go look for that video. It'll be out today at the same time as this one. But heading back now. Temperature's creeping up to that 61 mark, and the bike says 63, but we know that's not right. Alright, got the bike in sport mode. Let's see what this guy can do. Nelly, that will pull you out of your seat. This cruise control. Turn turning out to be a beautiful day for riding. Temperature's pretty good. Turned off the heated grips. Left on the heated seat 2 out of 5. Ooh, that's a busy lane. Just gonna hold off a minute before we get in that lane. Well, it's been a nice day for a ride, guys, and I really appreciate you joining me. If you like content like this, hit the subscribe button. If you like this video, hit the like button. Helps the channel free of charge for you. And I will most likely see you guys again next weekend. Until then, my friends, ride safe, and God bless.